Hi, my name is Gina. In today's practice, we are going to lower the hammock closer to the ground. Set up your hammock a few inches from the floor and then walk around to the front of your hammock. Have a seat on the floor in front of your hammock. Grab on with your hands and then bring your arms into the back. Try to sit into the plumb line, which is the center point. Just look up and sit underneath where the hammock is attached above your head. Then lean back, release your arms, palms facing the sky, and relax here for a moment. Reach up and grab your hammock in basic grip and extend your legs straight. Place your elbows inside the hammock and release the hammock from your back, placing it at the back of your neck. Slowly slide your hands off. Readjust the hammock if you need to, and then release your hands to the ground, palms facing up. Be here for a few moments. Slow down your breath. Inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs up all the way. Take more time to take the inhale. Exhale through your nose or your mouth and empty the lungs slowly, releasing all the breath, releasing your whole body into the ground. Reach up onto the inside of your hammock, grabbing on, and then slowly, with the help of your abdomen, rock your body side to side with control. Lean off one way as far as it feels good, and then lean the other way, working into your body parts. Let your body guide you by feeling your way through this movement. Begin to rock yourself a bit quicker, and then let go of effort, letting gravity draw you back to the center. Gently release your hands, taking your hands into the middle of the hammock to separate the hammock maybe about in half-ish. Release it from the back of your head, opening up the top of the hammock. Take the edge of this hammock and then fold it under your head, grabbing the folded side, neaten it up, and then fold it under your head again, making it a little more sturdy. Then open your hands up. Bring them down by your sides, palms facing up. Bring the bottoms of your feet together in Kanasana, a bound angle butterfly pose. You can take your hands into any mudra you desire, or just leave your fingers open towards the sky. Breathe here. Slow down. Bring your mind to what you feel. Redirect your attention back to your body. Extend one leg straight and just be. There's no hurry. Just notice and feel. Bring that foot back towards the other foot. No anticipation. Just be where you are. Extend the other leg straight. Relax. Release. Be still. Bring your foot back to the other foot. Extend both legs straight. Begin to bring your elbows towards the ground. Coming into a modified fish pose with the assistance of our hammock. We bring our elbows underneath our shoulders. Press the palms down, the elbows, the forearms, And lift the chest up, arch the chest, pull the shoulders back, let the head be supported by your hammock. Start to bring the knees up, pulling the heels towards your body. Try to lift the heels off the ground and touch the tips of the toes to the floor. Maybe gently even lift the toes up. Then take one leg straight, extend that leg straight, and then bend it down again. And bring the other leg straight. See if you can bring both legs straight together. Good, reaching out through the chest, through the legs, core is strong. You can bring those feet down and then straighten both legs. Keep the body arched and then release it. Take your hands to the inside of your hammock, sit your body up, bring your hands through the back side and grab on again. Coming into another back lean. Grab onto your hammock, give your body a nice gentle sway side to side. Feel your way into your sides here. And then extend your arms up, lean back, sinking into your hammock. Let your breath guide you here. Reach up and grab on. Bring the hammock a little bit lower into your back and then lean back. Keep leaning back all the way. Let your feet help guide your shoulders to the ground. Then reach up and grab onto your hammock, pushing it to your sacrum spine, just above your butt. Adjust it so it feels just right. Here's when you'll notice if your hammock is too low or too high. You can test your hammock here and pause the video and just reposition your hammock if it's too high and your shoulders don't reach, or if it's too low and you're just super low to the ground. Extend one leg straight out to the side and then bring it around to the face side of your hammock. And then extend the other leg straight out and bring that leg around the front side as well. Then place the toes together and push the heels together. As you're pushing your heels together, lift your hips up towards the sky, creating a tighter wrap with your hammock. Release this, coming to the tips of the toes together, and then press your heels and lift your hips up again. Try to relax your face and your shoulders. You can sway a bit side to side to release this area. Monitor your resistance. Only push as hard as it's feeling good right now. Release it and then sway here with a nice soft release. And then again, press your heels, lift your hips up towards the sky. Just feeling your way through this, releasing it. Take a moment, relax. A little bit of movement, if that's okay. Each time it could be a little different. Press your heels, lift your hips, hold it here steady, or move it about side to side. Relax your face. Then take your hips down and hook your feet around the back into a monkey wrap. Straighten one leg and just stretch your body out to the side like you just woke up from a nap and you really just want to stretch. Slowly slide that leg down and stretch the other leg up and reach into this side of the body. Twist and do whatever feels really good here. Slowly release that back to the center and repeat again on the other side. So just stretch it out, maybe go a little deeper on this side. And gently bring that back to the middle, extend your other leg up. You can use your arms, your shoulders, your torso, just twist into it. Slowly slide that leg down. Softly sway a bit side to side here. And then release your leg. Point and stretch your leg out to the side. Rotating through your hip. Point your knee up to the ceiling as you reach your foot straight in front of you. And then bring your heel down. Reach your arms over your head and relax here for a moment. Bend your knee and take your foot in your hands or just tuck your foot underneath your butt. Maybe take your foot out to the side. Wrap your foot into your forearm or up into the crease of your elbow band. Reach your hand overhead and see if you can grab onto your hand into a relaxing mermaid twist. Release your hands. Release your leg, straightening it out. Rotate your hip to the side, point your foot out to the side, and then bend your knee, wrapping your feet around the face side again. Extend your other leg out to the side. Stretch it out and then rotate the hip, knee points to the sky as you point your toes in front of you. Gently bring your heel down to the ground. Bring your arms over your head. Bend your knee. Start to bring your foot underneath your butt. See if you can grab your foot with your hands. Bring your foot out to the side. See if you can hook your foot into your wrist, your forearm, or your elbow bend. And then reach your other hand over your head and see if you can grab onto your fingers. And just relax here. Releasing yourself into this wonderful restorative mermaid pose. Gently release. Extend out your leg. Rotate your hip, opening your leg up to the side. Bend your knee and bring your foot to the face side of your hammock. Hook your feet around into monkey wrap. Begin to bring your feet together and lift your hips up. Press your palms down into the ground and then release your hands overhead again. Extend your legs out and up. Remember, your feet should be on the outside of the hammock. Into the hammock and then bend your knees down. Reach your hands above your knees, grabbing onto the hammock. Arch your body. Let your head come to the floor. Just stick your chest out, pulling your shoulders down. Then round your back and slide one hand up at a time, reaching your hands as high up the poles as possible. Drop your chin to your chest and hang here in the teardrop position. Extend your legs straight and then lift your hips straight up towards the sky, letting your whole body arch. Pull with your hands and you'll come into our sumo. Extend your legs out and then bring the hammock a little bit up your thighs and down with a little bit of sliding movement. Open those arms out to Vitruvian Man and then grab on again, bringing your feet to the floor. Take the hammock to your thighs and then lift your feet up. So you're seated in your hammock, grab onto your basic grip. You can open your legs up again. Take your hands to the front of the hammock, that's a reverse grip, and lean forward. Remember, don't let go here, you are in a low hammock. When you're ready, step your feet down, open your arms up, and then do a little forward fold, reaching for the ground. Take your hands and your feet to the ground, wide legs, and take a few moments here to position yourself. You can widen those legs wider and wider, coming into like a wide leg downward dog position. Back and forth movement brings your feet forward so you can sink down into your stretch as deep as your body lets you go. Take as much time as you need here, sinking forward, lean your chest down. Relax your breath, relax your neck, your face. Interlace your fingers here with your forearms to the ground and then find a good place for your head. Tuck your feet around the hammock and lift your butt up over your shoulders. So this is important. We want to find that line where we are stable. So when you tuck your feet under and you place your head down, push until your butt comes overhead. You can straighten out your legs a little bit, but then you want to reposition your feet. So bring yourself up, and then when you're ready, reposition those feet so your foot is going outward and around. Then bring your feet together. You'll feel the hammock between your legs. Bring your feet together and straighten it up. You want to find that line. You'll find it so you can do this on your own without the hammock's assistance. So as you find the line, just keep breathing, keep reaching up with your toes, down through your forearms. Lengthen your head into the ground, reaching through your crown. Think of Superman, your chest is sticking out strong. And then when you find that comfort level, you can start to release your feet off of that grip. So you found your balance, your center point. Now your legs are still wrapped, so you can rely on the hammock a bit here, or you can try to rely all on yourself. Breathe a little slower, maybe move about a little bit. Take your time. You want to be super aware of everything and making sure we can still breathe here. We're not suffocating, we're not holding our breath. Explore different directions with the hammock. And when you're ready, come down. Let the legs lift up, bring it into the hands again. Give yourself a nice little back bend stretch. Maybe bring those forearms back down again and walk the forearms back so you're more under the center point or behind it. Then coming into a little scorpion position, you can arch your body, you can come up a little higher, a little lower, really feeling what your body wants right now. And then stand your feet up. Bring your arms through and take that hammock to your thighs again. Release your feet off the ground and we come into our bow and arrow sequence. So you're going to pull with one hand and push with the other. So you're pressing and your opposite hand is pulling, like you're pulling back a bow and arrow. Switch sides, press and pull. Add the legs in. So your pressing side is your reaching leg. Your pulling side is your bent leg. Bring yourself slowly down, releasing back into your teardrop, and then gently sliding your hands down. Remember, the floor is super close, so don't drop your head back. Release your back to the floor, wide circle, unlock your legs. You can slide that hammock into the crease of your sacrum spine, exactly S2, and then slowly release. Bring the backs of your hands to the ground, extend your legs out, and just sink here into this. Big breath in through your nose, fill your lungs all the way. Exhale, relax yourself. Release yourself into this. Stay here as long as you need to. Grab onto your hammock and pull yourself up, letting the hammock slide up towards your shoulder blades. Stack your arms between your face and the hammock and maybe a little bit higher towards your forehead, or place your arms on the top of your head. Bring your feet wide and your knees drop in together, and then relax here. Little seated hourglass chillax pose. Stay as long as you need and then reach up and grab on. See if you can body wave yourself up to standing. Bring yourself to one side of your hammock. Have a seat on the ground and place your foot inside, sliding the hammock up your leg. Bring your heel in the hammock and open the hammock up around your leg, above your knee if you can. Then bring your leg to the side. Open up your hammock with your arm inside of it. You want to take your arm to the inside, so the back of your arm is on the hammock, your other hand to the ground, and push the hammock out to the side. Just hold it here for a moment. Reach towards your foot or the edge of the hammock and then lean over towards that leg, sideways. Release and twist around the other way. Then reach your hands inside of your hammock and then open up your arms, pressing your arms out. Keep those arms straight. This will lift the leg up a bit. Push out with the outer arms. Hold. Lean forward, release your back, and then release the hammock from your leg. Bring your hammock to your heel only. So wrap your heel up and then grab onto your hammock and lift your leg up. So you're going to hold on. You can grab basic grip. Begin to lean back, and this will lift the leg. Lean back as far as you can, hold on, and then see if you can work your hands up towards your foot to bring more stretch into the back of your leg. Find your max placement and be here. Push your foot into the hammock, let your hands slide to a good grip, and then you will sit up. I want you to take your foot and bring it around your back. Reposition your hands in front of you. So this is how it goes. Your foot is hooked. You're going to bring it to the side, around, and then let your knee come to the ground into a pigeon pose. Lift up. You're trying to square your hips here, and then bring your hands in front of you. So your belly, your chest, your shoulders are all facing the ground. You're not sideways at all. Find a place where you can comfortably be. Stack your arms. Release your head down. And then just be still. Slow down your breath. Relax. Feel the ground under your body. Release from the inside out. Begin to walk yourself up. Scoot your hands back slowly until your chest is lifting up, arching your shoulders back and your chest up. Let your body round a bit and go as far back as you can. Then reach your hands back and see if you can grab onto that hammock. Pulling with your hands, bending your knee up, and then pushing into your foot a bit. Find a nice stretch here for your back, your thighs, your hips. You could bring your head inside the hammock here, or you can lift your hands up above your head or behind your head. You can start walking your hands towards your foot, working yourself into a king pigeon pose. Keep stretching in this pose every day and you will find your king pigeon. Just let go of trying and just feel. Give yourself some movement in different directions. Lean one way and the other. Use the hammock to support you. And notice that you're feeling good feelings, never painful ones. Then slowly release your hammock. Let your foot travel back around to the front. Make sure your ankle is wrapped in your heel. And then give your hammock a great big hug. Pulling it in towards you will lift your hip up a little bit. Hug yourself. Give yourself all the love that you have. You deserve it. Reach your hands inside and push your arms out. This also will lift your foot up. So be cautious and just push your arms out to that max place and hold for a moment. Breathing. You can bring those hands in together to a prayer at your forehead. And then slowly release your leg. Lean forward. You could slide that hammock up your thigh and lean into the center. Then release and bring the other foot inside. Starting in the same position as before. So our heel is wrapped. We're pulling the hammock all the way up our leg, maybe above the knee. We're going to bring that leg out to the side. Bring your arm in front of the hammock, your other arm out. So your arm, the back of your arm is pressing into the hammock, pushing your leg out with your arm muscles, holding it here so everything's working, the side of your body, your arm, your leg, supporting with your other hand. Stay here for as long as you need to. When you're ready, if you're able, lean off to the side, grabbing onto your foot or the side of the hammock. And then bring the leg back towards the center. Take your arms inside. Push your arms out. So the back of your arms are again pushing into the hammock. Then bringing the hammock down to your ankle. Your heel is hooked. Grab on with your basic grip and start to pull your leg up as you lean back. Everything will connect nice and evenly, so find that place and then walk your hands up towards your foot. So again, you're going to grab on. You're going to let your body lean back until you find tension in the hammock from the ceiling to your hands. Lean your foot towards your face and bring your hands as close to your foot as you can here. Stretch into the back of that hamstring. Take a few breaths. To get out of this, we actually push our foot into the hammock. Let your hands slide out a little bit, and then this will pull you right up to a seated position again. Lean forward for a moment over your leg. Push your arms out to the side, let that leg lift a little, and then bring your leg around towards the back of you. So again, you're going to come from the front, your ankle and your heel are wrapped up, bringing your leg out to the side and around, your knee comes down to the ground. Reposition yourself to the center. Hips are squared to the ground as well. Bring your hands up in front of you. Lift your chest. Take a moment here in your Pigeon Prep. Bringing your elbows down. Your head releases. Release your head to the ground. Just relax here. Take your time breathing. Take your mind off of anything that it's on and just feel everything you feel. Breathe slow. Let go. Release down. Feel and be. Begin to lift up into your elbows. Slowly lift up closer and closer to your body, sliding your hands, lifting your chest, arching your shoulders backwards, coming up higher and higher until maybe you can reach behind you. Grab the hammock behind your head and take a few minutes exploring your edges. Find your brick wall. Where is your boundary? You can lean back here into a beautiful king pigeon supported position with your hammock. You could take your head inside and stretch your arms more. Lean into your hips here. It is your practice. Make it your own by pushing your body into the places where it feels amazing. Explore different areas of your body, changing the way you're doing things. Moving side to side in any given posture can release your body in a different way. Just be sure that you're feeling good. Lean into the sides of you. Support yourself with your hammock in your hands. Twists. Big, deep breaths. Then gently release your leg out and around towards the front. Take your time. Slow movements are best. Bring your foot towards your body, wrap your arms around your hammock, and give that hammock a great big hug. And then begin to hug yourself. Feel the love that you have for you. Give yourself all of it. Squeeze, giving yourself a great big hug. Release, take your hands inside and just push your arms out to the sides. This will open up that hammock a bit and it'll lift your heel up, bringing it deeper into your hips. You can bring your hands together if they'll go, bringing your hands maybe towards your face, towards your center of your eyebrows or your mouth. Breathe. Every chance you can, bring your focus back to breathing slowly and relaxed. Release your hands, extend your legs straight, and then reach for your foot, leaning and releasing those precious back muscles of yours. Release your foot out of the hammock and then scoot back. Finding the edge of your hammock, wave your hammock side to side, releasing any folds, creases, or wrinkles. And then take your fingers to the back edge. Walk your fingers 1, 2, 3 times in, grabbing 3 big handfuls. And then push your hammock away from you. As you push it away, lift your knee up and place it inside the hammock, bringing the hammock towards your ankle. Then reach your hands in. Now one knee is on the ground, one knee is in the hammock. The knee in the hammock might touch the ground. It's okay if it does. Grab the other edge of your hammock. Maybe take 3 gathers there and extend out with your arms wide. Slowly lower your body in. And then you straighten that bent knee inside the hammock and it'll wrap around your leg. Then take your feet inside by bringing your feet to the sides of the hammock and straightening your legs out. Take your arms out of the hammock, bringing the hammock under your arms to a tube top wrap. Take a few moments to adjust yourself. Then bring your elbows down to the ground underneath your shoulders. Using the ground to support you, wave your legs side to side. Push into your hands, straightening your arms, and then pull your hands forward, lifting your chest. Press, straighten, drop your chin, pull and push, lift your chest. Then you're going to press and try to keep yourself pressed. So push into those hands, so you're pushing yourself back, and then sway your legs side to side again, pushing into your feet, moving from your middle. Maybe drop those elbows down. Use the forearms to help you sway yourself even deeper. Press into your hands, lift those elbows up. See how stretchy you can get, how far you can lean to one side and then the other. And then we're going to bend the knees towards our belly. Straighten out, bend the knees to the other side. So you might have to scoot a little bit. Bend the knees in, hold it here, stretch it out, then scoot back, bend the knees towards the other side, towards your belly. It's kind of like a side crunch there. Stretch it out, readjust your hips if you need to, then bend your knees off to the other side. Again, straight, adjust, press, and sway a little bit. Pull yourself up, that upward dog. See if you can hold it. Bend your knees, point your toes up towards the sky and push your hands. And you're going to give yourself a pull up and a press and then release. I love to take my hands to my forehead, lift those elbows up and close your eyes. And then you can just feel this great swaying movement Feels so good, especially when your eyes are closed. Can bring a different sense into the body. Flying. You can grab the ground and push. Maybe reach your hands back, palms facing you. And just stretch your arms towards your feet. And then use those arms to sway you. Like you're grabbing the air and gathering it and pulling it forward. And then reaching your hands back. Keep this movement going. Sway a little side to side, like you're flying and soaring through the sky. Bend your knees and bring your feet out around the outsides of the hammock. See if you can grab onto your feet here. If you can grab onto your feet here, press your feet into your hands and pull your hands into your feet, lifting yourself up in your chest. So let me show you that again. With your legs straight, you're going to bend your knees, bringing your feet around the sides of the hammock. Then try to grab onto your feet or your ankles here. Pushing your feet into your hands and pulling your hands into your feet. You're going to come into our upward bow pose. Then, if you're having trouble reaching your feet, that's okay. You can come in a different way. You want to take your knees out of the hammock. Now be careful not to bring it to your hips. Just up to your knees. Then you can bend your knees and bring your feet around the sides a little further because you have more space. Grab on if you can here, and the same. Push your feet into your hands into your feet, lifting your body up, bending your back, stretching your quads, all the good stuff. Then straighten your legs out, release your hands down, drop your head, take a moment. To slide those feet in, you want to bring your feet into the sides and just slide them down the sides. And then the hammock will cover the legs. Bring your hands straight down under your shoulders and press. And then release your head down. Release your hands from the ground and pull them back. And then replace your hands and push. Bend your knees so you're in like a child's pose. Extended puppy pose. Release your head down. And then lift up again, push into your hands. Start to sit back into hero pose, so you're sitting on your heels. And then take the hammock in front of you. So you have lots of fabric and material in front of you, but not so much in the back. So you're going to kneel up and walk those knees forward towards the material in front of you to add more space behind you. You want to have more hammock to grab in the back. Once you reach back and you can feel that you have a lot of hammock, try to find the edges of your hammock. So bring your fingers to the very ends. Keep the hammock underneath your arms. So the hammock material is staying under your arms by your armpits. Grabbing that edge, you're going to bring your hands through. The hammock is still under your arms and your hands are in the front now. So you're remembering your hammock is behind your back, underneath your arms. Then your elbows are going to fall into the little pockets that you have just made. And you can lean forward into this really amazing stretch. Your hips are holding the hammock. So the hammock should be at your hip height in the front. It should not be down by your knees or up by your chest. So the hammock should be at your hips and your elbows are inside. Then when you come back and sit down, kneeling up, you can grab the hammock a little differently. Maybe bring your elbows in or your hands up a little bit. Lean forward again and just float here right above the ground. Slow your breath down. Then again, you want to sit down, keep your hands holding the hammock the way they are, and straighten your legs out. You're going to bring your feet together, your knees wide, so that Buddha Kanasana position. And then you can keep your elbows inside the pockets and interlace your fingers, placing your chin on your hands. Just hang for a moment, chill. Grab onto your hammock with your grip. Push into your feet as you pull your hammock. This can be a little tricky. So you're going to push down to the ground, straight down into your feet, and then open your arms up. And now we are wrapped around our thighs. This is a really great hip opener. So once you get here, do a little dance because yay, you did it, you made it, you're up here, and then lean forward, a bit higher from the ground, not too much. So enjoy this. You can wrap your hammock around one more time. So if you reach behind you, wrap your hammock around the poles. So you're going from the outside in and then grabbing it on the outside again. So you're having the hammock wrapped one time around. Hold on with your grip and lean forward. These are just added steps. You don't have to do them if you don't want to. If you would like to, try them out. They are fun. You could reach up and get a really great shoulder opener if you're trying to open your shoulders more. Good for people with tight shoulders as well as people without. To get this amazing swaying movement, just pull down with one hand and then pull with the other, alternating sides. To stop, you just push both arms, pull both arms down. Now you want to bring your arms onto the inside again. So bring those elbows to the inside, one hand at a time. So you hold them both with two hands and then bring your arms in. Once you have your elbows into the insides, you can stretch forward here again like we did before. And then open your arms wide. You're going to slowly slide down so the back of the hammock is at the back of your neck. Keep holding on with your hands. Don't let go with those hands. Slide back until you're in this little lying down cocoon. And then I want you to take one foot at a time into the little pockets that you've created with your hands. So you're going to release your hands. Your feet are now holding on to them. Make sure your feet are tucked in there and it's not releasing. And then you could take your hands to a prayer at your forehead or drop your hands over your head. Or you can take your head inside the hammock all the way and release your hands overhead. Fingers can dangle down to the ground. You could bring your hands to your chest, wherever they're most comfortable. My favorite is to just drop them over my head, release my fingers, do nothing here. Take a few breaths. Don't focus on anything in particular, just focus on everything. Feel everywhere. The air in your lungs, on your skin, the feeling of the hammock, everywhere it's touching. Breathe it all in. Let go of the tension you're holding. Soften the skin around your face. Find ease. We're going to release our feet slowly. Straighten your legs out, keeping the hammock wrapped around your head. Bring your arms out over your head and let your fingers dangle down towards the ground. Close your eyes, soften your expression, and simply be here. Bring your mind away from all those thoughts. Notice yourself, your ankles, your hips, your jawline. Let your breath invigorate your senses as you breathe in and feel everything your breath touches. Expanding your lungs, tickling the back of your throat. Release your breath, and with it, release all the effort, all the thoughts, and all the tension. Extend your arms out over your head and lean yourself off to the side. Then lean yourself the other way. Continue lying on your back and just lean to the side. Let your feet and your hands reach one way. And then slowly switch directions and stretch out in the other direction. Release your feet from the hammock, bringing the hammock to the back of your knees, and let your heels gently touch the floor. And then release your hands overhead again, taking a few moments here, noticing the shift in your body. Breathe deeply in and slowly out. Reach your hands up and grab onto the hammock. Pull your body up to a seated position and then release your hands to the back of your hammock. You can take your feet into a cross-leg position or any comfortable leg position and then lean your body forward towards your legs. Let your chin, your face release down and then slowly lift up. Grab your hammock and walk your feet back until you can gently stand. Walking towards the front of your hammock, stand in a mountain pose. Stand tall in your crown. Reach your hands up and grab onto one wrist and pull your body to the side. Switch sides, grabbing the other wrist and pulling in the other direction. Then center your body. In life, hidden in the forces that pull us down is the energy that lifts us up. Namaste and fly high. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I look forward to our next session together.